Good morning. It is March, and the weather is starting to break, and we're a week away from daylight savings time, and it just feels like the air is full of hope and energy. As you know, the J&J vaccine has been approved and is on the street. We at Inspira have not received it yet, but we anticipate that we will. The commissioner has asked that that vaccine be set aside, if you will, for homeless and hard to reach populations of people. That way the single dose will be preferential for them and you don't have to coordinate 2 doses. Obviously we'll be excited to receive that and coordinate with our local counties to ensure that all the people who are in the most need will receive that vaccine. We actually achieved 40,000 vaccines given in the Inspira family, and there'll been over 2.3 million people vaccinated in New Jersey. And as I've said all along, everyone will get a vaccine who wants one. It's just about when. And I know it's a tremendously stressful period. All of you have been very clear about that and a desire to make sure that we are coordinating with you as much as possible. I will encourage you to continue to check our social media spots and our Facebook pages. At the end of the week is when we will post new appointments. That is the best way to go about doing it. In addition, the state has offered an 800 number that your loved ones can call, and they will actually schedule appointments for you if they can't work the internet. I also want to tell you, this weekend I got a call from Senator Menendez, who is our U.S. Senator, to tell me that he has worked so hard to make sure that a provision within the package that's going through for the big COVID relief, it's going to make sure that we get the dollars that we're entitled to. There's something called an imputed floor. It doesn't really matter what the details are in Medicare, but we lost it 2 years ago, as all hospitals did in the country. And so Senator Menendez has worked hard to make sure it got back in, and it was included in the package that is going to the House of Representatives today. And that just shows you about the importance of those relationships and for us to stay close to our members of Congress to make sure that the issues that matter to you and that help us stay strong going forward indeed are addressed. And so I'm tremendously grateful, A, that he reached out, and B, that we were able to secure that. Last week we had lots of excitement. 4 weeks ago, we were able to vaccinate the 4 sisters who came in all together, the Langley sisters. That's how they were known growing up through the 20s and 30s. There were 6 of them. 1 passed away, and the 5, Pauline, Bernice, Nora, Edith, and Rose, all used to go to lunch together and be together all the time. And so when they first came in 4 weeks ago, and they came in the 4 of them, Pauline wasn't feeling well enough to come. They said, you know, we really are doing this because we haven't seen each other in a year, and we're so excited about the chance to at least be able to safely be together, masked and socially distanced, but still be together. And that led for our nurses to call our amazing marketing team, Gina Polis and Michael Line, showed up right away, ready to meet them when they came back for their 2nd dose. And the family allowed us to share their story. And not only did we make local news, we made national news with CBS and CNN picking it up nationally.
4 sisters from New Jersey who were separated by the coronavirus have now been reunited by the COVID vaccine.
I share all this because A, I'm tremendously proud of our marketing team that works so hard to make sure in all of this time of darkness and sadness and challenges that we make sure that we remind people day in and day out that wonderful things happen. Hold on to this hope. Hold on to the hope of the future vaccines. Hold on to the hope of making sure more and more people get vaccinated. And hold on to the hope of spring. And until we meet again, be well and stay safe. Thank you.